Welcome, everyone, to Friday Night Young at Heart. I'm Father James DeLuzio, ready, willing, and able to offer you nursery rhymes, stories, songs, poems, Mother Goose, Aesop's fables, Lewis Carroll, limericks, larks, stories of the great operas, epics, and such, to keep us all young at heart. We're continuing with Sir Gawain and the Green Knight, a medieval epic, most scholars believe contemporaneous with Chaucer and his Canterbury Tales. Go figure. And now you're getting my synopses, so I am not able to read directly from that wonderful, which I still recommend, Simon Armitage translation of Sir Gawain and the Green Knight. So as you know, when we left last, it was All Saints' Day, and Gawain is making his decision that he's ready to leave to go hunt for the Green Knight in the Green Chapel, where he has pledged to allow that Green Knight to chop off his head with this mysterious axe that, when Gawain used it to chop off the head of the Green Knight at the end of the Christmas celebrations the previous year, the Green Knight lived on, holding his head in his hand. So, as is fitting, and as we might expect now from really an extremely literate source, although we don't know the author of Sir Gawain and the Green Knight, he gives us these marvelous descriptions of everything that Sir Gawain has to wear. And so I did a little looking up on the internet. We'll start with this particular website. It's amazing what you can find on the web. Okay, this website is called Medieval Collections, and if you believe it or not, you can buy the full array of medieval wear. And this one particularly goes back to the 15th century, which is, again, the 1400s is when our epic was written. And you can see all the different types of undergarments that you too can purchase and dress yourself up as the Green Knight if you wish for Halloween. So we have that. Then there's also a really neat website from Pace University. Just look it up, but the Green Room. Welcome to the Green Room of the Green Knight. You can look that up. And then I'll even show you, they have a nice little, let's see if I can find it. Back to museum entrance. It's csis.pace.edu. I will put this in the comment section, but the entrance to the website looks even nicer than the actual website. I think these were students' papers and things on Canterbury Tales and Sir Gawain and the Green Knight and Beowulf as well. So we have that. And last but not least, since I'm not going to give you an extensive description of the knights in armor, here's one also from the medieval website. This is kind of what Sir Gawain had to get here. All that armor, and then even the horse, of course, was splendidly armored. So you have a sense of what we're talking about here. Incredible, isn't it? And again, that picture comes from another website. This one's called worldhistory.org. And you can look at this at armor in, there you go, knighthood in armor in the 15th century. This is a neat website too, this world history one. I recommend it. It's another whole adventure. All right, so after our narrator describes the splendid garment, and Sir Gawain is given everything of the finest quality, because he is a man of the finest quality, and all the descriptions of the tunic and the inner garments and then the outer garments, and he wears a symbol of Our Lady. He had a great devotion to the Blessed Mother, and I'll need to reference the book, although I won't be reading it verbatim. He describes that he has the symbol of Solomon, which was believed to be the symbol of Solomon, is the five-pointed star, but with every line intersecting. You've seen it, I know, which was also considered a blessing to have that in your inner and outer garment. But this is a little bit about Gawain's character. Flawless. He was grounded in his faith. He constantly meditated on the 5 wounds of Christ on the cross, and he was filled with fortitude. And this was very interesting. The 5 virtues that he was most noted for were friendship and fraternity with his fellow men, purity, politeness, pity and compassion. And these 2 were symbolized in the heart-shaped symbol of his valor. When he takes off, when he leaves, there's great ceremony, everyone wishing him farewell, and the studs on the horse sparkle like lightning, that it gets friction, When you take things out of the dryer, sometimes you get that, wow, flashes of light. Well, that's what they got. But it was the hoofs of the horse with his metal shoes and the stone roads. You can picture that, if you will. And then he goes on and he travels throughout England. He goes along the coast and enters very dangerous territories, heavy, dense forests, and oh my goodness, and the people who were not known for their hospitality. He keeps inquiring about the Green Knight and the Green Chapel where he's supposed to meet him, but no one knows. He has to fight wild animals of all kinds, and as we said, he left on either on All Saints' Day or the next early the next morning. I think he was sort of robed on All Saints' Day and then went off on All Souls' Day, which actually, yes, that is what the narrator tells us. And All Souls as a symbol of his deep, deep humility. So it's getting colder and colder. We are in medieval Britain, and he's gone through Wales, and now he's coming to Christmas Eve. And on Christmas Eve, you remember the challenge of the Green Knight came from the after 12th night of the Christmas celebration, so we're getting very close, and he is weary and he is freezing, absolutely freezing. He has hunted for his food, but he has not been eating sumptuously, the poor fellow, and he continually prays. And on this particular Christmas Eve, he prays his Our Father, his Hail Mary, the Glory Be, and the Creed, and he begs the Lord Jesus and the Blessed Mother to find him some shelter, especially, and this is interesting, not even so much for the warmth, but where some place that a holy mass will be celebrated so he could pray and receive the Eucharist. And on that morning of Christmas Day, he comes to a clearing, and there's a magnificent castle. He's quite awed. He's never seen anything like it. It seems to even outdo King Arthur's castle and all the accommodations of Camelot. And although the fortress is well guarded and the walls and the drawbridge is raised up, he can't get over the moat to enter in. Some of the servants do see him, and they're very impressed, even though I'm sure it's quite dirty, of all this splendid armor, and they see the sign of the Solomon star and what that represents, and he has a symbol of the Blessed Virgin also on the part of his neck that is exposed, in the knight's armor. So they bring him into the castle where there are many knights of this particular realm, and they treat him with the great honor and dignity that is due as a knight from Arthur's Round Table. And the master of the house comes forward and welcomes him with a great warmth. And there is great warmth, and there's a lot of celebration as they prepare to help him finally take off this armor and to have a rest on Christmas Day. So that's where we are, and we'll leave you with that. Again, I'll put in the comment section these 3 websites that you might want to look, and do let me know if you choose to become a knight for this Halloween. And with COVID now, it's probably safe to have a few of your close relatives and friends in for a Halloween party. I don't know yet if New York is going to invite the children to go trick-or-treating or not. But lately, parties that are well supervised with parental chaperones and such are becoming more and more popular, and probably more healthy and wholesome as it is. So thank you so much for joining me. I just got back from a wonderful mission. It was a rejuvenation for me. It was 2 years since I last was able to give a Luke Live mission. I was at Sacred Heart Parish in Prosser, Washington, the state of Washington. Just wonderful. I had such a grand time, and it was my second time there, so I knew lots of people, and they welcomed me. Just like the Green Knight. I didn't make the connection until right now. Go figure. I hope wherever you are, you feel welcomed and at ease and at home. Have a wonderful night and a beautiful weekend. God bless everyone. Good night.